Forget what you thought you knew about Ethiopia and take a look at this. It's the cocktail hour. The bright young things in downtown Addis can look forward to a future their parents could only dream of. Nowhere is the change in the country's prospects more obvious than the commodities exchange, the first on the continent. I was given the honour of kicking off the day's trades. Hands that might once have reached out for help are now signalling deals worth nearly £700 million a year. The exchange has cut out the middlemen, leaving farmers better off. British aid helped set it up.
We need to help unleash their own entrepreneurs to create their own wealth that in time means that they'll have a tax base that funds their own basic services. That's how you create sustainable economies, and that's how you create a future for these countries where they're no longer dependent on aid.
Ethiopia is the home of coffee, and the Bargesh family have been exporting raw beans for 3 generations. But they say the real money is made abroad, in the roasting. What's wrong with exporting just this?
Well, there's nothing wrong with exporting the green beans, but the larger portion of the margin will be retained outside.
More money is made by foreigners?
Correct.
That's about to change. With the help of British investment, the company has just taken delivery of this new roasting machine. Coping with the expansion will mean doubling the workforce.
And as soon as this is operational, we should have about 10 times the capacity we currently have.
10 times?
Correct.
Now, when this plant is up and running, the company will become the first large-scale exporter of roast coffee from Ethiopia. And what Walid was just telling me is that foreign investment, including the stake taken by the British taxpayer, well, that's been crucial. On the outskirts of the capital, this small-scale shoe factory is making a big name for itself. The government's gradual and guarded transition from marks to the market has created new space for the private sector. The company now has outlets around the world.
We created massive job opportunity here in Ethiopia, and we're paying 5 times that the other companies are paying at the same industry. And at the same time, we're empowering the people around here in our community.
Success stories like this have helped Ethiopia notch up double-digit growth figures for much of the last decade. But there's a catch. This is an economy starting from a very low base, and there's a long way to go.